Okay, this video is about the new EMS collections protocol that we're rolling out. We've been having a lot of difficulty getting our EMS checks sent to us. In fact, it's been much worse now. They're not even putting our names on the checks. They're sending them right to the client. State farm adjusters are very, very difficult. They seem to have their own way of doing things. So we're tightening things up. We're going to be a little more aggressive with this. So we're trying this out. The main theme here is to try to get these adjusters to work with us. We're going to squeeze them a little bit to make that happen. But ultimately, we're not looking to fight with them. We're not looking to get a bad name in the industry. We're going to be just firm and fair, and ask for the same thing in return, for them to be fair with us. That's all we're asking for. So just keep that in mind as you're executing this new protocol. So there is a template. I'm not going to get into. I'll show it to you real briefly. This is the collections protocol, and it's lengthy, so I'm not really going to get into reading through with you. You're all going to get this. You're going to read it and know it, and have it and be able to reference it. But kind of going through the process, how we all the information we come and we send to the adjuster. You got to know who you're talking to here. Are you talking to the field adjuster or the desk adjuster? The desk adjuster is the one that makes that determination. The desk adjuster works for the carrier. The field adjuster might be an independent adjuster, or it might be just a lower level adjuster that can't really make decisions. They're really just information gatherers. So there's stages to it. We're emailing over the adjuster. Then there's a day 2 follow-up with particulars. You'll see that written in this document. Basically just confirming that they got all the information, everything looks good. The review of the invoice with the adjuster, confirming the amount. The secretary could be doing that, but if it doesn't, if they're looking to haggle or something, they're trying to beat us up. We want to get the answers to our questions first before we even engage in that process. If they're not going to honor our direction of payment, then we're going to be less willing to work with them. So just read the document, understand it. If you don't know, speak to Frank or myself, Kevin, and get some more clarity on how to implement this thing. And then collect and receive the check and deposit, and that kind of completes collections. But the email to the invoice to the adjuster, this is a templatized version. We're sending them a service authorization. That's the signed contract and the direction of payment. We all know that the client's instructing the carrier to pay us directly. Why they're not doing it? They don't have to honor it, but if your insured is saying they want you to do it, why aren't you doing it? So, and we're gonna start to squeeze them and challenge them on that a little bit. They signed the right to choose form. They chose us over the preferred vendors of the carrier. Sorry, your preferred vendors, you can treat them like bitches. You're not treating us like that, or not as much at least. So we do get cuffed around a little bit here and there, but we're starting to tighten that up. We're giving them a detailed PDF style of Xactimate. These are all insurance values. Let's all understand that. The insurance carriers got together with the industry professionals and they came up with this database. So the carriers all approve those entries. If we did it, why are we not getting paid for it? I mean, we do bend a little bit, but ultimately we really should be getting paid for everything. And of course we know they're paid as adjusters to adjust our bill down, but so hopefully we got a little fluff in there that we can allow to get them to get their jollies of beating us up a little bit. But ultimately the job is being paid right. But that whole value and the agreed value and getting paid for those things. If we start going to the homeowner, which we will, we have every right to get paid for everything we did. So a detailed photo report, obviously we're documenting. We got to get better at that. I just wrote a note today about how we didn't get paid for something because we didn't have a photo of it. Very upsetting. We didn't have a photo of steam cleaning the floor. So that one photo might have cost us, I don't know, $500, $600, $700 because we didn't have it. So we got to get better at that. Signed certificate of completion. Yep, the homeowner said everything was great. You guys did a great job. And at W-9, the W-9 is what every business needs to confirm that they're paying the check to a legal, entity with a tax ID number. So this is all the information that the insurance carrier would ever need to be able to pay us, and they have that all in the first email. And if they've ever worked with us before, they know we do the same thing over and over again. So that's kind of something to key on. So you don't have to struggle to get information from us. We give you everything. Along with these documents here, we'll ask for the same. Ask in the same email the following questions: acceptance of our invoice. So we're asking them, but they never reply. I don't think they. I mean, very rarely. Excuse me. Sometimes they do, and that's what the 2-day follow-up call is all about. Hey, did you get all that information? Does it all look good? Are you going to honor? And this is where we really drill down into this new collections process. Was our invoice received along with all paperwork? Yeah, hopefully they got it. Will our DOP be honored? If yes, continue asking questions. If they don't answer or say it's not up to them or anything other than yes or no, capture exactly what they say and put it in dash note in an empty bubble. So, we sometimes, hey, I'm not too sure. I don't make the decision, which is probably bullshit, but you'll get the put it whatever they say, put it in the bubble, and then we'll make a determination from there. If it's not a yes and it's not a no, it's a maybe. It could still be a no, so we don't want to assume that it's going to be a yes. And this is a really important one. Will our name be listed on the check? And once again, same thing. If they don't give you a yes or no and it's some other cryptic answer, just put it in there, and that way we can read it. It'll highlight the fact that we got to get more clarity. If TR is not listed on the check, if they say nope, your name's definitely not listed on the check, then we're done. We're not talking to this adjuster anymore. Say to them, like literally, look at this document. Say to them exactly what it says here. Without a firm commitment on our DOP being honored and no guarantee their name being placed on the check, we will alert the insured that our invoice will be submitted to them for immediate payment, and they will be instructed to submit our bill to you for reimbursement. That's all. So hopefully the adjuster understands what we're saying there. We're not negotiating. We're not talking anymore. We're going to go give them the industry standard rates, and hopefully we can get a check out of them, and then good luck trying to beat them up and not pay them back in full. So the adjusters will lose money. The insurance companies will lose money. The money that we would normally give up, they are not going to have a chance to beat up the client. The client's not going to put up with that crap. So that's something to consider. If we're talking to our clients, get them on our side. Explain to them how difficult these adjusters are. We do our best. We did all this work, and they get mad because we're not a preferred vendor. And if you want to explain this to them, that the preferred vendors get beat up, and the insurance company saves money, and that's why they don't like us, because they know that they can't beat us up. So if you pay us, they will reimburse you in full, 100%. And I'd be willing to go give them 100% guarantee that they, and then if we had to negotiate with them, I'd be willing to do that. But before we start going in that direction, let's, talk to Frank. And that's just something that popped into my head. Is our invoice to be paid in full? I'm not going to get too much. There's a lot more detail here, but you can see the theme here is that we want to identify the adjusters that aren't going to work with us. And then if we're going to skip right to stage 4, it's down here. So we're skipping the review part because they're not going to honor our DOP and not going to put a name on it. We're going to go right to collections mode. So establish timeline. So now we're not really talking to the adjuster. We're trying to get paid from the homeowner now. So if we're bypassing the adjuster, we're going to send an email to the homeowner. So let me jump out of this document and go into the other one. This is the email templates, and I'll show you where these apply. So, and let's see. So we have 2 scenarios. One is that the homeowner is to receive a payment with TR listed on the check. So they're not honoring our direction of payment, but at least they've confirmed that our name's going to be on the check. So we want to, as soon as we get that information, and as soon as we can add all the information that shows up in the email, we want to send this email out. I'm going to show you the one that I created in Dash. I'm not going to spend time here. The second email that we would send out would be the DOP not honored, and then we're going to send this to the homeowner. And I'm going to show you the one in Dash because it's a little more detailed. Actually, this is the one that's in Dash. I think I did it. Yeah, these are the ones that are in Dash. So, but I want to show you how to launch it from Dash. So I'm not going to spend time there. So this is the one where we're not talking to the adjuster anymore. I'll read this one real quick with you. Dear, contact name. This is the insured in reference to the payment for the EMS work that we provided for you on credit. We have been informed that the desk adjuster working for your carrier will not honor your signed direction of payment, the DOP, which instructs the carrier to pay us directly for EMS services rendered. Attaches our final Xactimate invoice using the payout values from the insurance industry approved estimating software for all services rendered. So you should already have a copy of all signed documents, including the service authorization, direction of payment, certificate of completion, and right to choose. We know that they have that because they're hand signing everything. I mean, they're signing everything within Dash, and the Dash system sends them signed documents. So they definitely have them. If they question you or not, we can always resend them, but they definitely have them. There's no reason to have to attach them, so it is very easy to do. Due to this dismissal and unwillingness of the adjuster assigned to work with us, we will submit this invoice directly to you for payment. As stated in our signed work authorization, we will continue with the net 30 terms of no interest or penalty assessments, assuming receive payment in full prior to this date, which is 30 days from the signed certificate of completion. So look, you got to search out that date. Look at the COC. We get them signed in every job. What date is that? Add 30 days and put that date here. And then it goes on to further explain. Please reach out to us if you have any questions. Once we are paid, we will provide a copy of a paid invoice that you can submit to your insurance carrier for reimbursement. I mean, that's they might be a little excited, but they do owe us this money. Maybe the veiled threat of we're hinting that, hey, we can come after you for interest and whatnot. That's enough to make a lot of people nervous. People don't pay bills that don't have any interest attached to them. They pay the ones that do, right? Your credit cards that could care less, they'll keep coming after you and send it over to collections, and you will owe the money. So we're willing to try that out and deal with some customers that might be a little amped up over that. Hopefully our guys in the field did good enough job of identifying the problem adjusters and speak to these clients, prepare them that if we send this email out, you got to be prepared to answer those questions and ease their mind. They're not going to get hurt. It's just not open-ended. We can't not get paid. It's not fair. We would not have provided the work for you on credit. It's like giving somebody a free credit card. You've never met them before, and hoping that you get paid back. So FYI, we have CC'd the desk adjuster and a field adjuster on this email, so we are all on the same page. If you feel strongly against this process, please contact the adjuster via reply all to this email asking the adjuster to pay True Restoration directly, then a follow-up phone call to the adjuster along with an email reply ensuring the adjuster will be paying True Restorations directly. So we want that email from the adjuster saying that, yep, no problem, True Restorations, I will pay you directly. Once we receive that email confirmation, we will work on. This is not really written right. We will re-engage the adjuster for collection of this invoice and not bother you further on this invoice collection or seek late fees, assuming a timely payment is made by your carrier. So, got to clean that up a little bit. But you can see where we're going with this thing. That we're being a little more forceful, And yes, we know there's going to probably be some pushback, but we're prepared for it. And so we're all a part of that. We all have to start preparing this client and, assuring them that this is all going to work out. We're just not going to tolerate, that DOP not being honored. We extended you credit, and it's not open-ended. It has to. The reason why we did is because of the DOP. So just keep it simple like that. So here's the new EMS collections bubble. This is the kind of the heart of it. As you're gathering information, it could be early on in the job that we find out that the DOP is going to be honored. So it could be early on when we're going over the scope of work with them, getting approvals. If you can get that answered, hop into this bubble and check this off. So Will you honor the insured's direct payment? Delete the one that doesn't apply. Check off when we have a firm answer. So yeah, yes is the answer. This doesn't apply. So we got to get the cursor in there, and then we're going to drag it and then delete it and check it off. So once it's checked off, there can only be one answer in here. There can't be two. So this doesn't get checked off unless there's one has been deleted, right? And did you receive our whole package? So yes, they received it, or so that could be a little later on after the estimate's generated, gets sent out. We got that answer. What parties you listed on the check? All right, so we got that answer now, and here's where you put the names that are listed on the check. Let's delete this out, and you can say TRs and HO, however you want to write it. That's fine. So once again, we can't check it off because we have to get rid of these. And we're going to over here, it's highlighted. Okay. EMS check will be mailed to our office, yes or no? No. So we're going to say no is the answer on this. Oh, let me check this one off because I just completed that. No is the answer, right? So we're going to get rid of yes. No is the answer, right? So we're going to check that off, and it says homeowner to receive. So that's where we got to send that email out. Homeowner to receive that template, and you want it launched from within Dash. So let's go to a Dash job. We'll go to Melendez. I just had it open, for whatever reason. So we got to make sure we're in the right job. So it's not the reconstruction job; it's the EMS job. So this is a fire job, right? So we're going to assume that it was a fire EMS job. They're getting our check. So we're going to compose an email, and we're going to embed a marketing template. That's where this template's located. So come over here, homeowner to receive EMS payment with TR listed on check. And then click on that, and then embed. Currently, this is not working correctly. It's supposed to embed the names. There's a work order out in Dash. They're going to fix that integration. But worst case scenario, you would just delete that and put the homeowner's name. In reference to the payment for the EMS work that we provided for you on credit, we agreed with your carriers adjusted on the value of the services. The final agreed payout amount and then you would put the amount in here. We're going to make this a big one. $28,000. $28,340. 22 cents. We want that to be super accurate because they're going to be getting the check, and they want to look. When they see that amount, make sure it gets highlighted. And then if we know an approximate date, it'll be there about 10/1. 10/1/20. This check should have the following pages on it: DR and client's name, whatever their name is. Once you receive the check, please plan on endorsing over to us for immediate collection so we can avoid late fees and interest payments. Once again, this is like a veiled threat to them. The clock is ticking. And I know we get our service authorization signed, but the service authorization has that wording in there. If you're not doing it, maybe consider doing that. Read through the service authorization and highlight that sentence within the document that we're giving you 30 days of free credit. It's not open-ended here. We can't. If they're going to pay us in 6 months, that's interest is going to be applied. So, and then we also want to make sure that they confirm they reply to this email so we know that they got it. As far as sending it, you got to put the client's name in here. So this was Melendez. So pick up their name, and then you would click send. Obviously, you're not going to send this to Melendez, so we're going to get rid of that. Let's go on to the next one. So that was the homeowners receiving our check. We also would want to get this answer before you send that email because it says when can we expect payment, and then you would adjust the due date on this bubble. So assume we found out it was a 10/1. You come up here, due date, and you'd add 10/1 on here, and this thing's going to light up. Whoever this is assigned to, this would most likely be Taylor. It is on all the templates. Taylor, our current secretary. So this bubble is going to light up yellow on her agenda board on 10/1. If we don't receive that check by then, She's going to start making some phone calls. So, the client should have gotten the check by 10/1 or before, but she'll just keep adjusting it every day or so, whatever it needs to be, until we collect that money. And that's the way the EMS, the top part goes. And then moving on down, this could be checked out. This doesn't necessarily all get done before this gets done. But sometimes whenever you get this information, you come in here and you check it off. So once the final approved EM estimate is sent to the adjuster, we're going to create a QuickBooks invoice. This is what Taylor does, and we mark it 15 days due. So in 15 days, QuickBooks is going to light up and say, hey, where's the money? So it'll show as an overdue invoice. This 2-day follow-up call, we're going to leave this open until we have an answer that they received our invoice and it's been approved. So keep calling until we know we got that. Sorry, I had to let my dog out. He was barking. All right, so check once the adjuster approves the amount. Once again, this happens at all different times, but once we get that approved amount, we want that checked off so we know we're done with the negotiations. Checks once confirmed, all desk adjuster Q&A questions are answered. So all these above have been answered. That's what this is about. You're checking that off. If the homeowner is receiving the check, or this is a State Farm job. So the State Farm jobs, seems like almost all of them are sending a check to the homeowner. So alert the homeowner via an email or a phone call that they will be receiving our check. So we're doing the email, but you're also going to follow up with a phone call. It's a really important aspect that someone's getting our check. We need to 100% be assured that they know. So this is like a double check to make sure that you actually spoke to them. And this is just another part of the collections process. We're going to make sure we pay our marketing reps. And then once this whole thing is done, this gets checked off here. So that's pretty much the EMS collections bubble. I went over both of the email templates, and within the bubble, you got these two. Hopefully these things show up. I'm pretty sure they will. So you'll have these for quick review. One other note would be, I think it's Allstate and maybe State Farm. We can't email through Dash, because the only way they'll receive that email in their system is that only the claim number can be in the subject. So on Dash, when you email from Dash and you create that email, compose email, it puts in the whole job number in here. So this job number is important. The reason why you want to launch it from Dash is that this job number will make it show up as a job note. So if this was just the claim number, it's not going to be installed in as a note. So that's what State Farm and Allstate needs. So in that case, you're going to have to use the template, like cut and paste it into your Outlook email, and then cut and paste that into Dash as a note. Sorry, it's extra work, but it is what it is. We want to make sure that the adjusters are getting that information and the homeowners are getting that information. All right, so that's it for the collections bubble. I'm sorry it was such a long video, but it's such an important part of our job. I hope you understood all of that. If not, get with Frank, myself, or Pete, and we can better explain it to you. But once again, just to revisit this thing, it's not meant to be. We're not trying to get in fights. We want to inspire the adjusters to want to work with us. Hopefully, if they get 1 or 2 phone calls from angry insureds, that their bosses get the phone call. What the hell's going on with the Melendez job? Why aren't you reviewing this? I have a feeling that they'll change their ways and start working with us if they realize that they can't negotiate with a homeowner on an EMS invoice. So hopefully we can make that happen just like that, but we'll see. Thanks again for being a part of True Restorations. You guys are all doing a great job. Appreciate it.